Hi, so welcome back. I want to show off my great movie ride, Project Spark attraction. So if you haven't already seen it, check out my Jaws and also my Epcot Norway and Mexico pavilions. Here's the Mann's Chinese Theatre, and this is the home of the great movie ride. See the cast member on the door telling us there's no wait time at the minute. Fantastic! You can't beat an attraction that you can just walk straight on. So we'll go in the door and we'll go on the ride. The actual great movie ride celebrates great movies. It's quite obvious, really, and it's great. It's a brilliant attraction. It's one of my favourite attractions in Hollywood studios. Bit of queue jump in there, quite literally, and you can see now there's the area where you board your ride vehicle. You notice when we get on board, the lights actually go out, the attraction starts, quiet on the set, and action. And so away we go into the sort of Hollywood studios ride. So we come through the archway and we come into the first attraction. I've turned on first person view here so you can actually see the ride from first person. You can do that by doing the right trigger. And we come into, I think it's Footlight Parade is the first attraction there from one of the very early movies, followed by Gene Kelly in Singing in the Rain. Animation using the sort of the Connect and the character studio there to create Gene Kelly. And then we've got Mary Poppins and Dick Van Dyke. Bert in the classic sort of Mary Poppins movie, one of my favourite movies. We're now gone through into the gangster area. See sort of Cagney, Godfather, all of that kind of movies are sort of the gangster genre. And depending on when you've been on this attraction, you'll either see one of two interactive areas, which are the gangster area or the cowboy area, depending on what you can do. So looks like we're travelling through here. There's a great asset over there coming up on the right. You'll actually see it's a car, an old car that actually drives up and stops. The lights on the front, there's people in the car. We've got the green light so we can go through into the next area. So now we've come through into the sort of cowboy area. So on the left, when it lights up, we'll get you'll be able to see John Wayne on his horse. So there's John Wayne over there on his horse, fire burning. And then over on the right hand side outside the saloon is Clint Eastwood. And then the bandits are actually attacking on this. So the guy actually throws his dynamite and the bank blows up, and there's a robbery in process. And if you're on the actual attraction, this is where the cowboy would get on board your ride vehicle from the cast member. And so you can see their attraction there into a completely different area now. This is Alien. So from the Alien movie. Actually going through with Sigourney Weaver over on the left hand side, watching out. And then if you're not careful, you might get attacked by an alien. Let's see what happens. There it is. Attacks from the side. Going through. It's just because I'm recording on video, it's just lagging slightly, which is a shame, but you get the idea. We almost missed Sigourney Weaver there. And there he is, and again, alien attacks again. Light flashing. Come through. We've got the big castle doors again to sort of separate the sections. I'm just going to jump out here because I have to pause my video to restart it again. So I'll get back on board, carry on. I can only record sort of a 4-minute stint on the Xbox at any one go. So we're now into Indiana Jones. Snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? And you see the temples, and there's Indiana Jones, and they're lifting a treasure chest up. And we go through into another kind of area following on that sort of treasure. This is where you'd get a bit of interaction with a cast member again. Following by a actual go into the horror genre. So we got some zombies and some special effects there. Before we now move into the next scene. So we've covered a lot of movies in this. Is the Tarzan area. And you can actually, up on the right, see him swinging through the trees. You might catch him there. So I was going to do the audio, but I ran out of connect on that, so I can't do the which I can't do very well. But there's an elephant there, a nice rock-made elephant. So there's Tarzan swinging through the trees. And then we come into Casablanca. I love this asset, the plane. There, the engine's spinning, it's ready to go. You know, sort of, here's looking at you, kid. the final scene from Casablanca. It looks like they've gone to sleep. But there's the final scene from Casablanca. And then we come through into sort of Fantasia with Mickey Mouse, the man himself, the main man, sort of conjuring up all sorts of spells and magic in Fantasia. This scene was originally in the attraction going to be from the Wizard of Oz, being the tornado that takes you to Oz, but I'm not sure what happened there. I think there was some rights problems, so Mickey stepped in by the look of it. And now we're into the Wizard of Oz. So if we look over on your right, you'll actually see the shoes of the witch. If we get to see that, just switch out of first person view. There they are, the shoes under the house. The Wicked Witch of one of them, east or west, I can't remember, is gone, been squashed by a house. And so then the smoke billows up, and this must be time for an appearance from the other Wicked Witch. She appears out of the smoke. There we go. And then in the distance there you can see the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz. And then you come into the movie zone, and we haven't actually got, obviously can't really play movies on a signboard, so that's the end, but we get a nice big round of applause for everyone. What a great been on the movie ride. Fantastic. But with this, the attraction doesn't end there. Actually, I've put in some secrets into this. So the main one really is a cast member will appear when you get off the ride vehicle. So that's gone to, so you can ride it again. It actually tells you to collect 40 sorcery hats. And a little nugget here is that cast member will come back with facts about the great movie ride. Every so often you come back based on how many hats you've got. You can see a couple over here. There's a pick up that hat. The bar at the top on the left top is filling up, and that's basically showing how many hats you need to get remaining. And so then basically it's just go and look round the attraction, round the queuing area, and see if you can find those 40 hats. And this is actually a quest you do need to complete. It's worth it, and I'll show it at the end of the video actually. But you see now she's saying, did you know the Great Movie Ride was originally planned for the Epcot park and not Hollywood Studios. So let's jump forward now. As you can see, my orange bar is well and truly almost full, and Mickey's hiding a hat here. That's it, we're now full. We've got the 40 hats. That's great. We'll just take the it's easy because some of the areas are inaccessible unless you're in the ride vehicle, so we'll take the ride vehicle back out to the front of the park, front of the attraction, front of the park. We'll just go through Oz again. You can see some more hats there in the distance spinning away, worth collecting. There is about 51 or 52 hats, but you only need 40 to trigger the secret. There's even hats in like hidden areas, like inside this house here that the witch was buried under. So there's a hat there. I don't think we'll get any more. You just seem to want to get them even though you don't need them. So let's go through this zone. The ride you can do multiple times, so you should get exactly the same experience every time. So there's the witch kicking in. Unlike some of my other pavilions, some of the effects only happen the once, but on this the ride actually happens many times. And let's go and see Dorothy. Indeed, I forgot to list her in the name before. Dorothy and the squirrel, the lion, and the other characters from the Wizard of Oz. There's also some little doors in areas there that I just sort of briefly touched on that lead to some of the other sections. So you can get around most of the areas on the Great Movie Ride here, but not all of them. And lastly, let's just go through the movie zone again. The ride vehicle does go very slow. This was a bit of a dilemma I had, but ultimately to see everything, it has to go this slow. So I'll just evacuate the attraction. So wonderful, meet me outside. So she's changed what she's saying. Cast member, we'll actually head outside now and see what this big secret is. Is it anything? Might be nothing. Might be something. Let's go and have a look. Well, one of the reasons I decided to make the attraction at night was so that people could appreciate a good old sort of firework display. And basically here we go. If anyone knows about Sorcery in the Sky, This was an attraction. It ran at night, firework display. It was fantastic, and it all happened over the Chinese theatre, over the Great Movie Ride. Here it is kicking off. And there's some really great effects in the Great Movie Ride. Lots of fireworks, all down to music. I'm not using music for kind of copyright reasons, but there was also music, special effects, and this culminated at the end of the show with a 50-foot high Mickey Mouse who appeared there on top of the Great Movie Ride, the Chinese Theatre, and his hand went up and he actually fired sparks out of his hand. Look up Sorcery in the Sky if you haven't seen it. This was it, and that's my grand finale to my Great Movie Ride attraction. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you check out Jaws, Norway, Mexico, and any others to do. Thanks very much. Goodbye.